Hey, it's BT with the BT Motogp Argentina review. Let's get right to it. It's late and I need my sleepy sleep. Listen, folks, I have not seen a Latino brother combination this lethal since the Menendez brothers. But what the Marquez brothers are doing, it should be a crime also. But they do their murdering on the track. Let me tell you something, man. They're making this box office TV just between those two, which is great. But first, Moto 3. Listen, you heard it here first. I'm going to call Moto 3 the dog pound, and that's what they are. And the dog pound consists of Angel, Piqueras, Carpe, Munoz, the maniac. David Munoz is such a maniac. Even 2016, Max Verstappen is like, this kid needs to settle down. Also, Adrian Fernandez and Jose Rueda, those guys are a straight dog pound. I mean, they get after it, man. It's so much fun to watch. But the ride of the race goes to actual Joel Kelso. I'm sorry, I drew a blank. Joel Kelso, who had a double long lap penalty and still finished 8th. Great to hats off to the Aussie. Heartbreak goes to Carpe. Carpe was in it till I think the next to last lap, and then he high-sided or he had a crash. Damn. But those kids, like I said, this the dog pound. And the bone is MotoGP. And trust me, those kids I think will all be a MotoGP. But then again, they have to go through Moto 2, which is what we got talking about now. Moto 2, Jake Dixon put on an ass whooping that was like a 1977 Saturday afternoon at a Walmart when some woman is just wailing on her kid. What he did was incredible. Props to Jake Dixon. He needed that because he hadn't had a race win since I can't remember when. So props to him. Heartbreak goes to Diego Moreira. All his peeps came up from Brazil and they were like, really? But hey, it happened. But let's get to MotoGP. Ride the race MotoGP goes to Johan Tight Shoes Zarco. He was so happy. He was like, you know, I qualified well. If I get a good start, who knows what may happen? So, and he was like, he was smiling. I thought he was going to break out in the Beatles song. That's how happy he was, you know? Like, love me do. You know I love you. So please, I like a podium too. Anyway. Zarco, I thought, was going to outduel Pecco, but in the end, the Ducati power overwhelmed him. But still, props to Zarco. And also, props to Frankie. Is that an S-curl? Morbidelli. Frankie did a great job, and people talk shit about Frankie, and I get it kind of, but you got to remember, Frankie's a world champion also, and he's been going through, and he almost won the world championship when Johan Mir won it, so Frankie's nobody's punk. So congratulations to Frankie. Heartbreak actually goes to, in MotoGP goes to Ayagura. Oh my God! I don't know if you saw this, but he had a problem with his ECU, and it's a technical problem anyway. It wasn't his fault. His team kind of screwed him over, but Ayagura is doing the damn thing. So props to him, but he is my heartbreak. He had another top 10 for a rookie. Great job by him. But then again, like I said, it got erased. He got disqualified from that race. Damn. But props goes to Johan Zarco for a great race. Great 2 races, in the sprint and in the big race. And here's my problem, though. My problem is, as great as the Marquez brothers is, MotoGP right now is a parade. Let's just admit, it's a parade. And if I want to see a parade, I go to New York City and wait for Thanksgiving and go see the Macy's Day Parade. I want to see battles. I want to see racing. I want to see, like, you know, bar to bar. And even though there was a couple battles here and there, here's what's got to happen. Plain and simple, okay? Johan Zarco's with LRC, or LCR, all right? HRC has a Johan Mir. Johan Mir got 10th. Zarco got what? 4th? He got a 4th and a 5th. And listen, and Pedro Acosta, it's not his fault. His team is, they're $1 billion in debt right now. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're selling Girl Scout cookies to get to Austin, Texas right now. I don't know what they're doing for money, but when you're $1 billion in debt, you got to do what you got to do. And I don't know if that's hampered the bike development, but that's what it seems like. And you can't let that talent go to waste. He's not even in his prime yet. If you notice, the talk about Pedro Acosta has kind of died off. And what you got to do is, Marquez right now maybe has another 2 years at the top level, even though he keeps himself in great shape, and he's just a different breed. Everybody gets old. Everybody gets old. Even Michael Jordan got old. With the wizard years, let's don't talk about that. But it's going to happen anyway. And then what I feel that what should happen is and I love DG, and I think the VR46 team is the most underrated team on the grid. I think they're like the third best team personally. I think they're the third best team on the grid. Frankie and DG on that Ducati, but Pedro Acosta needs a Ducati. And people bitching about Ducati ruining the championship. Nobody said that shit when Yamaha had Rossi and Lorenzo. Right? When the Repsol Honda was kicking ass, nobody said that shit. So, hey, Ducati is doing everything right. They're not cheating. But I will say this. I think things will change when Jorge Martin comes. He's hurt. But then again, no. Jorge Martin, before the season started, and I didn't touch on this in the first review, is that even before he got hurt, he kind of was like, hey, listen, I just want this year to, I just want to have a good year. He kind of was saying, I'm probably not going to win a championship, but I want it to be a good year. He's still hurting from not getting a Ducati seat, and I can tell. Remember when, I'm not going to lie, when Marquez kind of like loosied the football from him, right? And he ended up getting the Aprilia seat. If you notice, that smile wasn't really like he was. Remember that weekend it was Mugello. He was all like, "Yeah, we're talking to Ducati, nothing's done." He was all smiling. And then once Marquez got the seat and he walked through and said, "Hey, I'm with Aprilia," and he was like, it's kind of like he didn't get the girl he wanted, but the girl that always liked him was there. And he goes, "All right, let's go out. Yeah, let's get married." And he wasn't really into it. He's a factory rider. But that's the way I felt when he went to Aprilia. So he got hurt. So it's like, okay, I got hurt, but I really wasn't looking forward to going. I mean, I was, but I wasn't being with Aprilia. So, and Ducati's kind of being dicks now because they're saying like he can't test. You can't be a factory rider and test so many times, but they want to get concessions so he can test. So, so he can come back early or whatever. Because he only had, 14 laps on the bike. And listen, you got to let Martin come back because right now it's the law firm of Marquez and Marquez, and nobody really wants to go to court with them. We want to see other people. We want to see battles. So if Jorge Martin comes in 100% and he gets a hold of that Ducati and he can be fast, he could bust up the Chipero. I have no idea what that is. It's in Kill a Mockingbird. It sounds good, but I have no idea what the Chipero is. But anyway, he could bust up the Chipero if he comes in and he's fast. So, and they need another impetus because right now, and Pecco, listen, people think, some people said, I don't think Pecco's going to win another race. I go, really? A two-time world champion. He's not going to win another race. Let's be honest here. When they go to LaSalle, when they go to Qatar, Jerez, listen, Pecco's still in it. Right now, he's got it down the dumps. He's kind of like that kid, like he was the shit in, a senior year, but then another kid comes in at mid-semester, and they go, oh, man, this dude right here is so cool. And he go, hey, I do this shit too. And that's what it is. Right now, he's a little down dumps. He can't find his way, but he will find his way. It's factory Ducati, and he's a two-time world champion. He will. But for now, Motogp is a parade, and they need to do something about that parade. What they need to do is get Johan Zarco, get Johan Mir, you need to get Pedro Acosta, and you need to get VR46, get them all, get some upside down pineapples and put it above their paddock so people know what's going on. Get some baby oil and call up Puff Daddy and say, hey, how do we do this? And you mix them and match them, and whoever comes out with a different team comes out with a different team. Personally, I like to see Pedro Acosta on a VR46. I think he would cook. To watch Pedro Acosta right now go against Marquez right now, that's box office TV. Tell me it's not. Tell me that's not box office TV. Pedro Acosta, especially all the shit he was talking. Remember, like Marquez, who, even though he was joking, who wouldn't want to see this, right? The young gun versus the wily veteran. So I think that's what needs to be done. I think Pedro Acosta needs to go to get a factory Ducati. As much as I love DG, I think DG is great. I really think he is. But listen, let him go to Moto America for a year. Let him race Moto America and World Superbike in the same year. Just hey, you know what? Do what you want to do. But you need this for the championship. You really do. You need Pedro Acosta on a competitive bike for the championship. And you need somebody to challenge Marquez. And he will be challenged. We're only 2 races in. The season's not over yet. But he's looking good and everything. I think it's great. Also, I think that's all I want to talk about, really. Yeah, it's like, but for the championship, like I said, I think DG and Frankie, watch that team. I think they're the 3rd best team on the grid. You guys tell me. I think it goes Marquez and Pecco. And after that, on paper, Brad Binder and Acosta look good on paper. But like I said, KTM is struggling right now. I don't think they developed the bike because, like I said, they're $1 billion in debt. How much money do they have to develop a bike? And Frankie and DG are they're a tough team to beat. So anyway, I think those two, I think they would mix them and match them. And I think next year, please put Acosta on a Ducati. I think that'd be great for MotoGP. Anyway, I'm talking way too much. But like I said, MVP goes to Zarco. Honorable mention goes to Frankie. Is that an S-curl? Morbidelli. Great job by him. It overshadows what now what I want to say about Marquez is I think Marquez is grooming Alex to be a champion, because like, even though Marquez is a different breed, he's 32. I think he's got another really good competitive years till he's 34. But hey, we all get old. And remember Jordan with the Wizards? So we all get old. And I just think Marquez, because Alex said when he led into those races the last 2 weeks, he developed more confidence. He knows what it's like to lead a MotoGP race and to win. It's just that one of the best rider in the world is your brother, and he's right behind you. So if it wasn't for Mark, we'd be talking about Alex. So yeah, so that's MotoGP at the state. I wanted to see what you guys think. Do you think MotoGP's in trouble with the parade? Do you think they should change something up? I know next year they're going to have the big changes with the 800cc, and they're going to do new regulations. So tell me what you guys think. The grade, listen, I thought Moto3 was the best racing. I thought MotoGP, the actual race, MotoGP, the actual race, I give it a B. I really do. Even though Marquez almost lost it a couple times, I went, ooh, and I was tense the whole time because he never know MotoGP. I still give it a B. Moto2, I kind of give it a B minus. And Moto3, like I said, that's the dog pound. I give those kids an A plus. Great racing by them. Yeah. So you think MotoGP should do something now or just wait till next year? Tell me what you guys think. Anyway, hey, I'll talk to you guys in Austin. Thanks for watching. This went on a little too long, but hey, it's late and I'm a little loop-de-loop. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys as always. And I love the comments. I love the comments and the criticism. I ain't no bitch. I can take it. Anyway, thanks for listening. You know what I say about this time. You know the word. Bye.